So let me share with you a few options for cleansing your space. These are very grounding wands. So when you burn these, intend to feel like you're protected, you're cleansing your space, but you're also grounding the space in a lot of peace. So I always associate the juniper and the cedarwood with grounding, peace, and also just a calming presence in the space. Whenever you're thinking about cleansing, your intentions are what really cleanse your area. So as you walk through, you'll pray the whole way through about what you want to bring in once you cleanse. But let's say that there's been a much more heavy energy lingering, almost like you're afraid to go to sleep, or you feel like every time you turn around something's moving past you, or if you have like those intuitive gifts, which a lot of us do, this is the next step of where we'll go with that. Okay, we'll talk about mugwort first. Mugwort is another herb that you can burn so that you can help yourself when you go into your dream state. So this is really good for meditation, very good for calming that third eye chakra down. And if you're an overthinker, this is great for relaxing that and clearing out some of that, paired with an amethyst, which I have behind me over here. But whenever you bring these things together, you can start to cleanse yourself in your sleep. Have you ever heard you go through a renewal when you sleep? This helps you enter into that space. So that's your mugwort. But these are the big ones for protection, cleansing, clearing, and bringing the darkness into the light. So the first one is the white sage. This is the sacred white sage, very ancient ritual tool for cleansing. Very protective, antibacterial for your air, so perfect for this time. If you're looking back on this years later, we're going through the coronavirus right now, so this is a great air cleanser, antibacterial, but also it lightens the heaviness in a space, and it also, with intention, causes things to be gone. So that's a big one for that, and we can talk more about that one-to-one if you have more questions. And then the Palo Santo stick is my go-to. So when I use the Palo Santo stick, it is really so I can heighten the mood. It's called the Holy Wood, and I heighten the mood with this, but I also bring in, I always say, the loving energy of Jesus Christ, my angels, spirit. And if those things don't resonate with you, just remember that nothing has power over us unless we are already feeling that vibration somewhere on us. So I always picture the most high vibration that I can. So oftentimes I'll grab my rose quartz. So we'll talk a little bit about that. You'll have your abalone or abalone shell, and this is a protector, and it's also for your sacred ash to fall into. So when you're walking around, you have a safe net for all of that. So that's a protector, and also something you can use in your cleansing. But the big ones that I'd like to show you, and you may have lots of this at home, there's actually a stone for cleansing, and it's called selenite. Okay? And selenite is the ultimate cleanser. So you can have selenite in lots of different ways. You can have wands with directed charging energy. So I always picture like Moses and his staff, or like Jesus having his sacred staff, or any sort of being that knows how to draw in the energy has a staff to draw that in. So I always think of wands being great for that, or towers. So here's the selenite tower, and there's like a natural sheen to that. And selenite is a natural cleanser that never needs charging. So you can keep this next to your bedside, hold it while you're walking around the space and cleansing, or anything that may feel heavy. Like when I'm done with my earrings at night, place it right on your charging plate and cleanse anything that may have come in with your day or from your day. Now, remember that any metals that you're wearing, they absorb energy as well. So we want everything that we have on us, even when we're heavy, to be cleansed with us. When you're holding your selenite, so here's a selenite heart, I might hold a rose quartz tower in my left hand, just so that I'm accessing the power of love and cleansing. So I'm enhancing both of my, I think I have squirrels living in my walls, so I have friends all the time around here, along with spirit. So you'll hear that in these videos, which is awesome. So these are rose quartz towers and like a selenite heart. So when I'm praying, I may hold the selenite heart and say, cleanse my space, cleanse my body, cleanse me from, and then heal me with love. And so I'll bring love down through. And remember, whenever you have a tower, you're bringing in directed energy from this charging tower. Okay. This is also called a crystal generator. So whenever you're bringing in this vibration, you're really bringing in the power of love. So self-love is big for that. If you have a sphere, which these are rose quartz spheres, we have lots of different types here. This actually brings out and in energy from all around you. So this is the power of love again, the rose quartz, and it's almost like it's generating that energy in a radius around you. Now the smaller the crystal, the smaller the radius, but this one's a pretty good sized crystal, so my whole aura can be captured in that love, and then also the cleansing power of the selenite, because the selenite is a natural cleansing generator that whatever it's holding on to, it cleanses. So here's a palm stone. Some of you have palm stones. Lots of you come in to get palm stones. So you can hold on to your palm stone and pray, and your other one. Now just choose the energy you would like to pair with it, that like whenever you're saying, I cleanse you, and I replace it with love, I replace it with healing, I replace it with knowing, like it all depends on what you want, and then you pair it with the crystal that you feel powerful with at that time. But the power always starts with you. There's no crystal that can give you power that you don't already have, okay? So just keeping that in mind with the selenite. All right, let's move to our last piece, which is sound healing. Many of you love the sound of singing bowls, and singing bowls and sound actually cleanse a space. So you can always ask your Alexa to turn on the Tibetan singing bowls. I always use Tibetan singing bowls, Breathe by 33 Bowls, or you can grab your own. These aren't listed on our site, but we have 3 of them in the apothecary. They're only $30. This one is really around your sacral chakra that you'll feel this one. Now, not only does a bowl clear your chakras, it will also clear your home. So wherever you're walking towards, you're going to clear the area that you walk toward. If you feel like you just want to keep going like this, and if you ever stood here, a lot of the apothecary patrons come in and they'll stand here, and I will just go like this around their whole aura, and they become either aware they're holding things or aware that they can feel good right away. And so this is what that brings in. So if you can just listen to it. And right away, I feel a stirring right in my sacral chakra, almost like it's just cleansing it with that sound. So paired with all these other things, you could pair it with the sacred burning smoke, then do your sound bowls, and then hold your selenite. Go to town, like do it any way you want, but by all means do it, because you deserve the freedom from all the stuff that you hold on your shoulders all the time.